Hello, everyone. I am ZHAO Chuang. Let's draw a Komodo dragon, a huge monitor lizard. Although extant lizards, whether Komodo dragons, chameleons, or geckos, all these scaly animals look similar. However, monitor lizards are quite different. The body of the Komodo dragon is robust. Its head is square, differentiating it from many lizards. Generally, lizards have pointed faces. Some lizards, like iguanas, have a row of spines on their backs, but Komodo dragons, even the entire family of monitor lizards, have no such structure. Their backs are pretty smooth. This also allows us to see its body structure more clearly. The Komodo dragon is a giant lizard. In the sunlight, some of its muscle structures will be more prominent. Therefore, the muscle structure as its essential trait should be our focus in the drawing, especially the two robust muscles of its pelvis. Several massive muscles are along its back. When it twists its body, the intercostal muscles between the ribs will form rows of robust structures. Also, we should pay attention to its body structure. As mentioned, its head is square, and its limbs are stout. Besides, it has 5 fingers and toes. We should know their different lengths. Only this can make the drawing closer to its true appearance. Now, let's get started. Suppose the tip of its nose is here. Before elaborating on the details, we first set the proportion of each body part and locate them in the picture. Draw the head here and the tail here. Its body is relatively flat, basically within this range. Compared to its whole body, its head should be slightly smaller, about here. Its neck is short, somewhat shorter than its head. The forelimbs are about this size, roughly at this position. Its torso is very long, its hind limbs are about here, and it has a long tail. After pinpointing these essential parts, we can go into details. Let's begin with its head, which is like a square box. On about halfway back of its entire head length, draw its eye with a small black dot. There is a pouch-like structure under the eye, and a relatively thick brow bone can be drawn atop the eye, resembling some dinosaurs. Further forward, its nose slightly tilts upward, so the outline of its head can slope downward a bit like this. Its mouth is huge, grinning right behind its eyes. Then comes its lower jaw, which also curves upward. Then, we draw the back of its head. There's a tiny ear hole here. Draw its nostril in front of the mouth, followed by its tongue. Its tongue is forked, like a snake's. Then, we can draw some muscles on the mouth, and a lip-like structure below. Moving backward, let's draw its thick neck. Then, draw its shoulder blade. Its shoulder blades are wrapped inside flesh, shaped like a ball. Then, we draw its forelimb, elbow, and then its hand. Its hand has 5 fingers, 3 visible from this angle and 2 more on the inside. Then, we move to outline its back. First, its shoulders. Due to its heavy weight, its back is a bit depressed, and its pelvis is raised upward. These 2 parts are the supporting points. Because of the weight, the middle section will be drooped. Now, let's draw its hind leg, the thigh, knee, and calf, which are all quite muscular. Then there is its hind foot, which also has 5 digits. The first on the inside is relatively short, the second is longer, the third is even longer, the fourth is the longest, and the fifth is shortened dramatically. Then, we draw its throat. Its throat is thick and loose, extending to the bottom of the neck. Use some thin lines to represent the connection between the neck and throat. Next, we move to its very round belly. We can draw its belly very large, and when reaching the pelvis, the line can tilt upward. Then, we draw the other arm, followed by its other foot. The first toe is short, the second is longer, getting longer and longer. The fifth toe is very short and invisible. Cast a slight shading on this leg. Then, draw its tail. Its tail is very long and drags on the ground. Then, draw some folds on the body side and add some details. For example, we can draw some vertical folds on the back of the neck. Afterward, there are also such folds under its throat, forming a boundary at the joint of the throat and neck. It also has such folds on its body sides. We can draw double lines tilting backward of different lengths to make it look like the skin is raised. Draw some on the side like this. These lines can be drawn denser near the base of the arms and legs. Also, draw a few on the belly. Skin folds will form at the position because this type of animal has ribs on its back and abdomen, so there are seams like this on the side. Its body is fully covered with scales and has little elasticity, so such wrinkles often appear in the movable middle area, between the upper and lower large areas. Let's also draw some folds at the root of the tail. Then, draw a wrinkle on the side of its body, and 2 more lines on its back, to represent the stout muscles here. Like this, we're finished drawing the Komodo dragon.